I'm Brant. He's Chris. We put on a show you just can't miss. He says cowabunga. I say yo, Joe. Welcome to the Chris and Brant Show.
And it wouldn't be the same if we didn't start off that way every single time. One day, Brant's just going to record audio, and he's going to just lip it. Especially if he has laryngitis, he's going to have to lip it.
I would love to eventually have just like an animated intro for this and like have that going on and, you know, just like old school, like 60s sitcom kind of thing. That would be pretty neat.
Oh, yes. I would love that. Anybody who's an animator that would like to tackle that would be awesome. But we have some commenters. We have some commenters. I want to talk about this really quick because I know Kenneth Carley Jr. said he's going to try to stick throughout the whole show. He has a couple of questions. We will get to that. Or do you want to do the comments first and then get into the stuff?
I think we can ask him fluidly if it's anything relating to what we're going to talk about, we'll talk about it then, and then if it's anything beyond that, we'll I don't know, whenever.
This question is something completely.
We can go ahead and yeah, there you go. Start with that. Yeah.
Okay, Kenneth Carley asks, what do you guys think of DC doing a second attempt at the Death and Return of Superman animated movie? Alan was laughing about Ben Affleck leaving, or possibly, you know, the Ben Affleck stuff being up in the air. And now there's all talk about the DC Universe films and Affleck and stuff like that in the comments. So the Death and Return of Superman, the one thing that I did not like with the death of Superman was the fact that he died. They cloned only one of him. It turned out to be an evil Superman. He came back like immediately, no long hair, no rain. The funeral was kind of like and done. The Lois and Superman relationship was kind of there, but it kind of followed a lot of the animated Superman universe. It didn't kind of follow the comic universe. And this was around the time where DC was starting their films. So I feel like with Superman, they figured, let's follow the animated view more. And it kind of, the death of Superman, that whole, it's not even called the death of Superman. I'm sorry, it's called Superman Doomsday. Mm-hmm. Superman Doomsday fits for the animated universe. I feel like with this movie they announced, The Death and Return of Superman, this one's going to be the comic book animated series version.
Yeah, I actually found an article on DCComics.com if you want me to read the premise of it. It's a two-parter. The first part is next year, Death of Superman, and it's adapting the legendary story, the Battle of Doomsday and everything. And then, let's see. Then there's the Reign of the Superman is the second part. Yeah, in early 2019, the Reign of the Superman is the second part of this two-parter. And so, yeah, it looks like it's going to be following the comic story.
See, now that's better. And I said that with Superman Doomsday, too. I think we had this debate, Brent. We talked about Superman Doomsday once. And you can't do the death and return all in one movie. So DC's doing something right. They're doing the death and probably the funeral. It'll probably end with the funeral and a teaser for the Reign. And then the Reign deserved its own movie. And I'm just hoping, one thing I'm worried about is DC is not really, like, they're teasing Connor in Young Justice. Like, we saw that today in Young Justice. We saw a picture of him. But if you notice, DC, even when they did the recap, when Superman remerged with his New 52 self, the one character that was left out was Connor, who was the boy clone version of Superman and Lex Luthor's DNA together. That's something I want. If they're going to do the Reign of the Superman and they're going to do it right, you have to have all four. You have to have Steel, you have to have Cyborg, Eradicator, and Superboy. You cannot. They left Superboy out of Doomsday. They left him out of the Public Enemy. Remember, he played a pivotal part in Public Enemy, and they axed him out. They need to have him in this. They need to put Superboy in. Guys at DC, I don't care at this point. Either put Superboy in or seriously just erase Connor from all of history. Because at this point, you need to have the right. If you're going to do it right, you got to do it right.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and hopefully that's what we're going to get. They on the article they do show like the two cover images. They used the second one for Reign of Superman. It does have Superboy on it.
Can I see that? Could you share a screen? Because I'd like to see the cover. Just
1 second.
Because that's good. If they showed Superboy on the cover, he's definitely going to be in it then. Awesome. I'm less nervous, and I know that means he's going to come back in Rebirth soon, possibly.
All right. Share application window. Share that.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's actually the cover. That's the cover to the remake book. So I'm hoping that these are going to be the DVD covers as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be the actual DVD covers, but this is on the DC official website. And if you notice down here in this paragraph, it says, for those unfamiliar with the story, they were Steel, Cyborg, Superman, Superboy in the last.
Oh, thank God. Okay, he said Superboy. That's what I wanted to hear. Oh, thank God. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Then that means they're going to follow it. Oh,
right.
Thank you, God. They're going to fix the Superman Doomsday debacle. What do you think about it, Brent? I'm gushing, so I need a moment to take it all in.
Dude, I was more of a Marvel guy growing up, but one of the things that I definitely followed like heavily was the Death and Return of Superman. And I ate all that stuff up. I got every single part of Reign of the Superman. I remember like the little, part 34 on, at the top of the book and everything. And I followed all the different storylines and everything. I was obsessed with it. So I'm glad and thrilled that they're going to, do it justice now in animated form. I can't wait for it.
It'd be same here. Number one, I actually do want to do something. I feel bad. I left one thing out. Number one, I want to say hello to Kenneth Crowley Jr., who gave that question. Alan, who was with the Ben Affleck. And Jesse, JLS Comics, is in the comments. Hello to 7 viewers at 2 o'clock in the morning. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here for the second night of 4, because I believe we have 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
2 more after this. We got Saturday and Sunday. I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking 3, because I didn't count Thursday. But we got 2 more nights after this. Thank you guys for being with us for the second day, where I kind of was let down a little bit. But thank you all for being here, all 6, 7 of you, because we keep fluxing from 6 to 7. We might even go higher or lower. Thank you all for being in the comments. So, Brant, we got a lot of stuff actually today. I mean, bits and pieces.
Okay. Yeah. Well, while we're with DC, let's we've talked about Superman a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the Batman side of the DC universe. Okay, so
oh God,
Duke, we are Robin, breakout character,
the
new Robin, but he's not a Robin, and he has no name. We don't know who he is. Now he's a meta. What's his name gonna be? Oh man, it's gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be groundbreaking. What is his name? The Signal. Really? You named him after the device that's on top of GCPD that calls Batman to action. That's why he's wearing yellow, I'm sure, because he's the Signal. And now, I do like the premise. They're billing it as Duke is basically the Batman during the day, and Batman's Batman at night. So that's a cool concept. But come on, man, you all this suspense, and you call him the Signal. The Signal.
Joker did name him. If you think about it, Jesse's right. In the issue that you have in your not top, I believe, or wasn't your top.
I think it was in my top, yeah.
The Joker's the one that called Duke the Signal.
I know, but come on. I mean, you're gonna stick with the name the Joker gives you, please.
And he's gonna get his own series. He's getting his own series.
The Signal.
The Signal.
Batman and the Signal. What the heck, man? Come on. I'm sorry. The Ringer is better than the Signal. Come on, man.
Yes, I'm gonna say this right now, and this is the first book from DC Comics that's coming out that I am hands down saying from this moment I will not be reading. Since they introduced Duke, I did not read We Are Robin. That was taking place during the New 52 or towards the end of New 52. I did not care for the character Duke. Did not like him when they added him to Batman. Don't like his personality. Don't give a crap that he's part of the new meta. And yeah, I won't be. It suffices to say I'm not reading this series. I don't like Duke.
That's fair. I actually do like Duke. I have liked him since all of that. Now, We Are Robin started off kind of interesting and then kind of fell off. But I like the character. I like what he represented. I like that he was an actual partner as opposed to a sidekick. And I like where they were going with all that. I don't like this whole now. That's just dumb. Come on. The meta thing, when they brought it up that he was a meta, I was already a little bit iffy because it's like, okay, well, him and Gotham Girl had this thing that was kind of interesting. She's obviously a meta, but she's dying. She can't use her powers. Now they turn him into a meta, and it doesn't really fit with the Bat characters.
No.
Because none of them have powers, and that's kind of the charm of that side of the DC universe. So it's a little weird, just that alone. But now you call him the Signal and make him the Batman of the day. It's, I don't know.
This is going to be the butt of a lot of. This is going to be awesome because this is the butt of a lot of jokes already. Kenneth Crowley Jr. Yeah, Kenneth Crowley Jr. first says he doesn't think it's going to make it past 6 or 7 issues. Bro, I'm right there with you. 6, and DC will be like, "Oh, we meant it to mini," but then Jesse comes in and says,
that's hilarious.
He's kicking off the flashlight event."
sort of like, but for Signals. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that comment.
Standing next to the Bat Signal at the very first page of the issue, the very first issue,
I want to see somebody come up with a joke cover where he sees the Signal and he's like enamored. He's like a Pepe Le Pew with the cat. He's like, it's the Signal, mon ami.
It's the Signal. I want to see how they're gonna do it. Like, okay, Batman is Batman at night, so you could see the Bat Signal at night. How are they gonna do Duke's Signal? What is it gonna be? Just like this big red beam that shoots out from the top of the GCPD?
That's going to be a thing. It's like, we can't turn the signal on during the day because you can't see it. I'll stand here. I'm the Signal.
I'll shoot the lights out of my eyes. I'll signal myself. Oh, God. I hate Duke so much.
Yeah. I don't. Scott Snyder, man, dude, come on. What are you doing?
It's like, okay, DC knows that everybody's ragging on Marvel, so they're like, dude, now is the time where we could throw out the most craziest shit and see if it flies. And you throw us the Signal, and you expect jokes not to happen?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I mean, that's true. I don't even.
I mean,
it's a dumb name.
I understand we're dogging Marvel, right? Well, people are dogging Marvel. We're not dogging Marvel. I mean, there's a lot going on with Marvel, and the attention is there. Like, literally, if you put SJW Marvel in your title, you'll get like 1,000 clicks. Amazingly.
We're not going there. Yeah.
We aren't going there. But the fact is, since all the attention's there, DC feels like we're doing great with Rebirth. People like it. Nobody's making fun of us. Let's try to push it.
Yeah. With the Signal, Jeff Lemire does Fantastic Four at DC. Did you see that?
No, what?
You didn't see that? Yeah.
No.
Coming out of Dark Knight Metal is a new series called The Terrifics by Jeff Lemire and Ivan Rice. And it's Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Phantom Girl, and Plastic Man.
Yes, with the new Plastic Man comic.
Yeah, and he actually said, I'm going for the feeling of Jack Kirby and Stan Lee's Fantastic Four. You got Fantastic Four at DC, man. And I said, you know what? Marvel's not doing them, so why not?
Might as well, right? Again, Marvel's not doing it. Let DC look. Look. Number one, for a new costume for Plastic Man, all they did was they took away the red and made it like a blue-silver. I don't see much new. I see new colors.
Yeah.
Am I glad Plastic Man's coming back? 2 thumbs up, absolutely. Will I be reading this series, though? Absolutely not. I don't like Mr. Terrific. I don't like Metamorpho. I could care less about, what was that, the girl's name? I forgot her name already. Phantom Girl. And Plastic Man worked great for the job. Do you remember when Plastic Man, I don't know if you read JLA, Freeman 52.
Yeah. And then the formerly known as the JLA. Yeah. I read a little bit of it.
I like him in JLA, and I'd like him as a standalone, but there ain't no way you're going to get me to read this other book. No way. What's up, Brant?
I don't know.
Great to have you on.
Hey.
9 people.
I'm not...
10 people. 10 people. Double digit. Woo! Oh, the 10th person left. I must have scared them.
Yeah, you did. It was like, oh, these guys are crazy. So,
2 in the morning.
What does everybody think about the Signal? Tell us what you think about the Signal.
Oh, God. So I'm looking forward to reading the Terrifics, if only for Plastic Man, because he's exactly. Plastic Man is like, I might read the Terrifics digitally. I'll be honest. I might catch it on Comixology, but I don't see myself physically buying it.
I'll try it, but honestly, and this is no disrespect to him, honestly, I've not really been able to get into much of Jeff Lemire's stuff. It's just not my style. So I'll give it a shot, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna like his take on it.
Right.
Monday musing title: Signal to Signal. Yeah.
Oh my God! Now you got to use that.
Here's a perfect segue. I am the signal that flashes in the day. You don't get the reference, do you? I'm trying to make a very clumsy segue to Darkwing Duck, but
I am really.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. He's the signal that shines in the day. I don't know. I'm going there. Yeah, why not? It's like you said. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Darkwing Duck with the signal. Don't do this.
But see, that's the thing, because Darkwing Duck is comedic. The signal's supposed to be serious. That's my joke.
The terror that flaps in the night. The signal.
Anyway, we'll come back to DC. But there is some important news about Darkwing Duck, which is exciting, and you're excited about it because there's going to be a brand new series on Disney XD coming. Darkwing Duck.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I got it. Who the daddy? Signal. Oh, so Alan put the joke in and I just couldn't hold the laughter.
I'm trying to do a show here, people.
Signal, you are the father. And you just see a little baby flashlight. It's a little baby flashlight. It's like Signal. You are them.
You'll have the Signal, the little flashlight, Green Lantern with his lantern. I like it. I like it.
Cruz is just sitting there like, I told you. Oh my God! I see a Maury Povich joke.
Yeah, Maury Povich. Montel.
He's wearing glasses. He's wearing sunglasses because it's so bright in the studio. Oh God!
It's like, turn that thing off, man. I can't. It's me, man. I'm the
Stop
signal.
it! Stop it! I came here to chew bubble gum and shine the on gum. Stop it! SM down.
Oh.
Sup, Brant? Will you review Chris's comic? Brant and I wrote it. I don't think we can.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I co-wrote it. I can't review it. I'm biased. I would, but I'm biased. I also published it and edited it. So
I think we got 10 out of 10 for both of us. Oh God,
that would be hilarious, though.
The puns keep coming.
Darkwing Duck's sidekick will be Signal Jr. No, let's not slap him with that. Darkwing Duck's too cool for the Signal.
Way too cool. But Darkwing
Plus, he's got his niece.
Back. Let's get away from the Signal. No more Signal jokes. I'm not looking any more Signal jokes. I'm ignoring them for now. I'm covering the chat for a minute. Darkwing Duck. Holy, wow! What did he do? It? I have to know.
No, I just Lightwing Duck. That's hilarious. No, I was just thinking that. When you think of traffic signals, the yellow one's the caution light. That's what Duke is. He's caution. I don't know. It's a cautionary tale of what not to name your superheroes. That's what that is.
He's the signal for DC to yield on their enthusiasm towards signals.
Launchpad's kind of his sidekick, yeah. More of his pilot, but yeah, kind of. I could, yeah.
Oh God!
Man, now I'm getting excited for Darkwing Duck though. Gizmo Duck.
Oh, I loved Gizmo Duck as a kid. I got like, you know how the McDonald's they have those figures, and I got lucky and I got Gizmo Duck. I went absolutely ape crazy over it. I was so happy. I love it because Gizmo Duck is like the Iron Man for Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, totally. Iron Man meets RoboCop.
Yeah, basically. And I'm really excited because, they ended the show and it was so good. I actually have season 1 and season 2. I don't know. I believe we're still waiting on season 3. I think there's one more season that they have to make. I think that was one of the complaints on Amazon was that season 3 it would be season 3. Like we're missing some episodes still. But I would love, I would be so happy if seeing Darkwing Duck back again. I mean, first the comics, which I was happy for. Now the actual series.
Yeah.
Same voice actors have to have the same voice, and no,
I sure hope so.
Don't do DuckTales. Don't do DuckTales. Don't do that animation style. You got to do the classic anime style.
I was about to say they're already doing DuckTales. What are you talking about?
No, don't do that animation crap style.
We'll see. There's not a whole lot of info about it, just that they are doing it. So stay tuned. I don't know if it's going to be next year or the year after, but it's keep your eyes on the news there.
Probably they'll have a trailer for us next year, so it'll probably either be the end of next year, beginning of the following.
Yeah, probably something like that. All right, so let's see. The Rock. We can talk about The Rock. The Rock has gotten so big and so famous that even though he's still going to be Black Adam, he's not going to be Black Adam in Shazam. Okay. I mean, we kind of assumed that was what was going to happen, right? He was going to be the villain of Shazam, right?
Right.
Of whatever they call him, if he's Captain
Shazam,
Marvel.
Captain Marvel, Lightning Man, Lightning, whatever.
So that was the article. Excuse me. It basically said that The Rock or Dwayne Johnson's career took off so big that they changed the way they were handling Black Adam in the DC EU. So now he's going to have his own movie and got to be the hero of that movie, and he's not going to be the villain of Shazam. There you go. That's really all there is to say about it.
Well, I think they already kind of mentioned it at New York last year that he was going to be the villain in Man of Steel 2, and he wasn't going to be in Shazam. But you got to understand now, and I know a little bit more about Black Adam. Black Adam was a savior to his
for Kandak, yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll kind of Scorpion King him. Remember, the Scorpion King was the bad guy in The Mummy 2, but then when they did the Scorpion King movie, he was the hero.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Make him the hero of his movie, and then he'll be the bad guy, misunderstood, anti-villain hero in Superman Man of Steel.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree, Kenneth Crowley. It does kind of make sense that he wouldn't be in it, but at the same time, who do you put against Shazam then? You got to have somebody of equal power, or it doesn't work.
And no SM down 9. I do not want John Cena as Shazam. No, thank you. I would like to exist half the time, and you have a nerve to want to make him Shazam.
Can you imagine John Cena as Shazam? Never give up.
No.
It's Shazam. No, it's John Cena.
Like every time if they make him Shazam, do you understand that DC will become the pun of so many? And his name is John Cena. Do you know how many bad puns are gonna come out of that?
You can't Shazam me.
I am not wrong, dude. First of all, hold on, let me put the camera on me. First of all, John Cena does not look like Shazam. Second of all, no. He's way too short.
No. Just no.
No. I'd rather see John Cena on G.I. Joe. He could be the next Sergeant Slaughter for all I care in G.I. Joe.
I would buy him as Duke. I'd buy him as Duke.
Yeah, okay, exactly. I could buy him as Duke. I would completely ship him as Duke. Fine. Shazam? Absolutely no. I would rather have... Oh, geez. Let me think of a good person who would play Shazam.
Somebody that's not John Cena.
Somebody that's not John Cena. Thank you, Brant. He is not... He doesn't look it. He is not it. Period.
Goes to edit a picture, winks at Chris. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alan, don't you dare put John Cena's face on Shazam.
No, The Rock is pretty tall compared to John. No, John Cena just does not have... He's a stubby little dude. No way.
He's not stubby. What are you talking about, stubby?
He's 6 foot something, but on TV he looks stubby.
He's like 6'4". What's stubby?
I don't know. On TV he looks stubby to me. I mean, I can see The Undertaker as freaking Shazam before I could see John Cena.
Okay, that's a little stretch, but okay.
Okay, let me explain. Regardless how tall he is, forget about the height. It's not even about the height. I don't even know how tall Shazam technically is in the DC universe. He's about the same height as Superman. To be fair, John Cena's persona is 90% army. Shazam is 100% magic. Army and magic.
Not to mention 10-year-old boy in a man's body.
Yeah, no.
Brett
Who could be Shazam as a kid? Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you're going to make John Cena Shazam, you might as well get that other kid, oh, God, what was his name, that played his son on Nickelodeon. I forgot his name. Oh, my God, the annoying kid.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He made himself super. Fred. The kid that played Fred. Let him be little Freddy. Why not? And he becomes John Cena.
Wow.
There you go. No, I don't know.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
I mean, I don't care how tall John Cena is. I don't care what build John Cena is. In no reality do I see John Cena as Shazam.
Let's even get out of the way he looks. Honestly, anybody in the comments, can you honestly say that John Cena is a good enough actor to be a lead in a superhero movie? Come on. He's not that good an actor.
What's up, Roll 5? Have you seen Trainwreck? John Cena won me over to play a man-child.
I have not seen that.
I have not seen that, but I know that if John Cena was Shazam, it would be a train wreck. It would be. Come on. I mean, if you want to see The Rock versus John Cena so bad, WrestleMania had that. And The Rock won.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. No, I don't see it. It's called acting, Chris. Yeah, that's what he doesn't have, acting skills. The Rock and Hulk Hogan have proven to be, Hulk Hogan.
No.
Let's keep Hulk Hogan out of this. The Rock has proven he is a good actor. I mean, am I wrong?
No. I think he's the only wrestler that's been able to transition over.
John Cena is not a good actor. If you've watched any of John Cena's movies, no. No. He cannot act.
12 Rounds was okay because he was himself. He was a military guy.
Exactly.
Which it's just funny because he was never in the military. But you know what I mean. That's his whole persona.
Well, The Rock lost because John Cena had to win one. It's one of those evensies. It's like Brock Lesnar beating Goldberg. He had to win once. So I'm not watching anything with John Cena. You're talking to the wrong person. I'm not a TV buff at all. Brant would be more of a TV buff. I just know that if I don't want John Cena representing Shazam. I know that. I was 50-50 on Henry Cavill as Superman, okay? Ben Affleck proved himself as Batman. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
That's a nice segue.
They proved it. But John Cena and Henry Cavill kind of, at this point, you got no choice. But John Cena, no. Not in the DC book. No way, baby. No.
Anyway, that's a good segue because Ben Affleck is once again not going to be Batman anymore. Dude, make up your mind.
He said it again.
They're trying to phase him out now, and it's like, oh well, he's 45, he can't do it much longer anyway, and it's always something. It's like, make up your mind, either be Batman or don't be Batman. Go that direction, go a different direction, but stop going flip-flopping back and forth. Oh, he's going to be Batman, he's not. It's dumb. Just make a decision. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Sound like those children that bitch and complain about Gal Gadot. Dude, I was actually saying she did a good job as Wonder Woman.
Honestly,
other way around.
Well, I will say on Zone 4, and I don't think Chris was on there, but we did have some concerns about her build for Wonder Woman, but she proved everybody wrong. And that's what I like. We can be critical, but if somebody proves us wrong, we'll admit it. That's fine. But John Cena, I don't think he can prove us wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah,
and SM down. I'm gonna be nice because your comment is you're getting a bit too brave with your comment. I don't need to watch John Cena. I've watched him wrestle. His acting is bad. Period.
But that's fine.
His acting is bad.
Let's move on from John Cena.
I don't need to watch Wall Sister. I've never even heard of that movie, and there's a reason probably. And I've heard of Trainwreck. I don't need to watch those two movies to know John Cena would suck as freaking Shazam.
Let me just say this. If you're a John Cena fan, that's cool. That's your opinion. That's fine. Let's move on from John Cena because we don't want this show to be John Cena.
Right, so. Exactly. I mean, look, I have no problem with John Cena. He's done a lot for kids and whatnot. God bless him. He makes a lot of time for a lot of really great people. But looking over the man and into the skills, he lacks in the skills. Right. As a person, he's a wonderful person, period.
I say let's move on, and Chris goes 10 more minutes on the subject.
I'm done. No, that's it. Wonderful person, shitty actor, the end. Not going to happen as a Shazam anyway. I don't know why we're doing an argument. It's like they've already announced it. It's not happening.
I gotta say this. All right, change the subject. Alan.
Done. Go.
Alan said, can we get Michael Keaton back? That would be the biggest shocker ever. He was not the shocker, he was the vulture. Sorry. I had to do it. It was dumb, but I had to do it.
Wait. Oh.
Anyway, moving on. So, Captain America.
Yes.
All right. When I did a video about this earlier on Comic Frontline, but when they did the whole Marvel Legacy and everything, we noticed that there was one book missing. And it was Captain America. And we all knew that was going to be the one. They couldn't talk about it because of the Secret Empire and everything. Well, today at the Secret Empire panel, they did talk about Captain America. And Mark Waid and Chris Samney are taking over Captain America with issue 695 in November. Sold? Okay, that's what I was going to ask what your thoughts were on it.
Oh, so
because I gave mine, yeah.
Think about it, dude. Think about it. Daredevil. I never think I'd ever buy a Daredevil book.
Mm-hmm.
They sold me 3 volumes of Daredevil.
Yep. Same.
Black Widow, the beginning was excellent. I feel like the direction and where the book Marvel wanted the book to go is why it went downhill.
I agree.
Daredevil, a book I'd never think I'd read. Now they're going to do Cap, which is a book I would consider and have read multiple times. Shoot, sold. What?
Anyway.
You're just looking at the comments. Just stop.
I'm sorry. I was replying to Alan. But no, I totally agree with you. I was not a big Daredevil comic fan. I like the character, but I could never get into the comic until that run with Waid and Sandy. And they just like changed it for me. I have the first volume signed by Mark Waid. I loved it so much. So yeah, I'm totally on board with them taking over Cap. And they actually released some art from it. It looks cool. It's different. It looks classic to me. Even the logo looked classic. Everything about it just screamed like this is gonna be fun. So
yeah. Oh yeah. And Raul actually brought some up about Ben Affleck, saying that the director wanted 3 movies and Ben is in his 50s. By the time it's over, he'd be in his 60s. That is very true.
Yeah.
That's very true also. You know, but this again goes back to the beginning though. DC knew way in advance that this was going to be his age going forward, and they still hired him to do Batman v Superman. If they knew this already, why bother bringing Affleck in from the beginning? They should have had somebody else.
Oh, I completely agree. And I think it was probably Affleck. He really wanted to be Batman once in his career kind of thing. You know, because he's a big comic fan too. And that's fine.
At least twice, because it's Justice and Superman.
Yeah, and he was in a portion of Suicide Squad too.
Right.
I bought him as Batman. Honestly, I thought he did a decent job. I just hated the script for Batman v Superman. It was terrible. His portrayal as Batman, I didn't really have that much of a problem with. But yeah, you're right. They knew that ahead of time, so they should have made contingencies. But yeah, now they're backpedaling. It's like, oh, now we got to do something different. But why make news about it every time? It's like, oh, well, he's not leaving. He's back in. Oh, well, now he's leaving again. Just stop talking about it then.
Yeah, and Roll actually says again, true, but they have problems. And I'm going to get to your comments in a minute, Ken Crawley. That's going back to Cap. They have problems with directors and things so this is the problem with DC. Their movies are kind of all over the place. Their directors are all over the place. Directions are all over the place, and that's the problem. That's why there's a possibility John Cena could play Shazam, because they have no direction. They have no direction.
Part of the problem was Zack Snyder should have never been anywhere near a DC film.
Yes.
So
100% agree, and he doesn't even know Superman.
Yeah, it was not a good choice. They made some missteps all along the way.
my personal thing, what I would do if I was DC, let the Justice League movie come out. You know that Wonder Woman did good. You know that Superman needs a lot of improvement. You're introducing Flash, Cyborg, and you don't know anybody else who's going to cameo. And you're introducing Aquaman. Restart a little bit, not fully. Restart, like just take a step back and remodel from let the Justice League movie be your true starting point and build out.
Here's one thing that would be cool. Jesse made a comment. Old man Bruce will be Robin's man in the chair. I've got an alternate theory to that. There you go. Affleck could be Bruce in Batman Beyond. I like it.
Yeah, I could live with a Batman Beyond movie. 100% could live with that.
Yeah, exactly. Alan was saying the same thing as I was saying, so that's...
Exactly. I could live with a Batman Beyond movie. That's fine. But as far as the current day DC, they need to take a step back after Justice League, remodel their universe a bit. And get direction, get directors, get everything on the same page, or you're going to end up with 20 John Cena movies, and it's going to suck. Now, going back to Captain America, Kenneth Crawley Jr., good choice to take over Captain America. I'm glad our Cap will be back with issue 695. Me too. The legacy numbering, Mark Waid and Chris Samney are one of my favorite creators/artist duo. I agree, because they brought me into Daredevil. Love their Daredevil run and their Black Widow book, which I need to finish. Same here. So that's a good choice too. I'm hoping Wade's third time around writing Cap will be just as good as his second run. I like his Captain America run from the 90s. I got to go back and check out the 90s then. So I hope Wade can recapture, or at least close to what is great about Captain America, the good Captain America, again, more of a legacy. Differently, we'll be picking up Captain America again with issue 695. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess he meant once it comes out. 100% agree with you. You don't like Iceman. That belongs in... when I was...
Wait. He's not talking about Iceman from the X-Men. Just clarifying. He's talking about Val Kilmer, Iceman from Top Gun. So before you get in a rant, I just wanted to clarify that.
I was on Apocalypse and I saw a huge fire pit filled with Iceman issue 1 and 2. It's really funny. But go ahead.
That's all. They were talking about Val Kilmer because he's played Batman before.
Okay. So. Val Kilmer was all right.
I didn't like him. I thought that was the most boring version of Batman ever.
That's the problem. I love Michael Keaton. 1 and 2, the best. 1 and 2, the best. The third one, I like that Chris O'Donnell was introduced as Robin. He fit as Robin. But then the third movie, he was wearing the Nightwing suit, but called Robin. You had that conflict where you see he's going to break away from Batman, but never does. They introduced Batgirl in the weirdest way.
As Alfred's niece.
Yeah, as Alfred's niece instead of Commissioner Gordon's daughter. She looked great in the suit, but I mean, bat nipples and everything.
Alicia Silverstone, come on.
And Arnold as Cap. No, Arnold. No, it ruined it. Arnold Schwarzenegger. No,
you need to chill. Yeah.
Oh my God, the ice puns. Somebody did a video compiling all the ice puns, and it's like it gives you like brain froze thinking about it. It gives you brain.
It was terrible.
Oh God.
Let's see. Oh, I don't even know where to go from here.
Sonic is going to IDW. Yep. Sonic
left Archie 2 days ago. Has already announced that they're going to be published through IDW in 2018.
Can I be a little bit harsh?
Okay.
Sonic, I feel, belongs with IDW. It fits in with what books they have already. I think it always would have fit in with IDW. Maybe not at the very start, but especially think about Archie Comics. What is Archie Comics? Archie comic books. And other than the Archie comic books and Josie and the Pussycats, what else did Archie have? Sonic, Mega Man, and...
They have that Dark Circle, their superhero imprint.
Right,
well.
Right.
And stuff like that. But more stuff like Archie, Sabrina.
Sabrina, like right. All part of the Archieverse. Mm-hmm. Sonic fits in great with IDW because IDW is a hodgepodge. G.I. Joe, Transformers, TMNT, Ghostbusters. It's everything, right? So Sonic fits perfect with IDW. He should have. I feel bad saying this. I like Archie Comics, but Archie Comics is Archie. That's where it should have been always. It should have been focused on Archie. Sonic should have had his own imprint, honestly. So it fits perfect with IDW, in my opinion.
Yeah, IDW, I mean, they have all the Cartoon Network stuff. They have some of the Disney stuff. I mean, it makes sense. I think it really fits there. And I could see them doing I don't know who has the license, if Joe Book still has the license, but I could even see IDW doing Darkwing Duck at some point.
Oh, yeah, they did once. They did. And then it moved to...
I thought Boom had it. Boom had it.
No. IDW did a Darkwing Duck series. I have some of the books. Then it moved to Boom. And then from Boom, it went to wherever it's at now, Joe Books.
Yeah.
I think it should go back to IDW complete.
Yeah.
Then somebody said he was terrible, but Joe Schumacher or whatever his name is replaced Tim Burton because the studio wanted a more family-friendly Batman, right? Yeah, and that's why we got George Clooney.
Yeah, they wanted it more like the Adam West show. Joel, you were close. Joel, just add an L on there. Yeah, and
yes, Ben Affleck is confirmed. SM Down S if Ben Affleck was confirmed. Yes. Yeah. So happy Sonic Comics coming to IDW. Yeah. I've never read them, but now they're at IDW. We'll be giving them a try. Worth it. Definitely worth it. I agree. Sonic should have been with IDW or Boom. Boom too. I could see it with Boom. Yeah. I wonder if it means IDW.
That would be cool.
No, go ahead.
A couple of people are saying. A Flash Sonic crossover. I think that would be cool too.
Yes. I know Michael will be buying Sonic from IDW. We love IDW. I think I review only a handful of books from IDW, but I can tell you guys, out of all my independent books, I read a nice amount of Image, but IDW, Transformers, G.I. Joe, I tend to touch on Back to the Future a little bit, X-Files. You guys know I'm into TMNT. Mike loves the Ghostbusters. Mike reads Dave. Highlander, that's right. Highlander, which there should. I'm waiting for you to add a few, Brant. I mean, there's also Mask.
Yeah, Mask, which I've fallen behind on, but yeah, they have a lot of classic nostalgic properties. It's it fits right in there. So, and we're seeing a lot of video game stuff too. So, yeah, I wonder if how long is Archie still doing Mega Man?
No, they lost Mega Man because they were supposed to do a Mega Man cartoon, so that contract ended before Sonic.
I wonder if Mega Man's going to come back in that format.
If they move Mega Man to IDW,
that would be cool.
Get the properties for Nintendo.
That's going to be a little trickier, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Alan wants a Signal Green Lantern crossover. All right.
Oh, God, we're not going back to that.
All right, speaking of video games, Galaga.
Mm-hmm.
Animated series. Galaga. Who remembers Galaga? That was like arcade, like back in the day. Galaga. I used to have the little I don't know if you ever had any of them, but they look like an arcade machine, but they're like about this big.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a few of them. I had Donkey Kong like that, and I had Galaga, and I would sit there and play it with the little joysticks.
Mm-hmm.
Over until the batteries ran dead, just wore it out where it wouldn't work anymore. Which is weird because I don't like those kind of games now. But I remember some Galaga. I don't know what this animated series is going to be about, but it's interesting at least.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I said before, I'm not really a TV movie buff. So when it comes to this, I'll probably just let it play out on its own. So I really don't have too deep of an opinion of it.
Shame.
Oh, you're just looking at the green signal.
Jesse said, I do. I'm the Galaga master. Yeah, you can probably keep my blood. That's for sure.
I think since Super Mario Brothers, the movie, Nintendo would let their properties. Yeah, it's true. The Mario movie was horrible. Yeah. I mean, I own the DVD because it brings back nostalgia for me. Because as a kid, I didn't know what horrible was, but still, yeah. Thinking about the game versus the movie, it went way south. It went way south.
Yeah. Raul said, I remember the name, but not the game. It's one of those Space Invaders type games. It's in that category. One of those shoot the spaceships out of the sky kind of games.
Right.
My mom actually loved it a lot. I hope that animated series is better than the Centipede comic, though.
Oh, God. Up on that, not even 2 pages in.
Anyway, let's see. Want to talk about some action figures?
Yes. Okay. Kotobukiya. Take my money and go away. They actually showed my Superman. They showed Jonathan Kent and Crypto. Oh.
They showed... they showed a bunch of stuff from Marvel, DC, Star Wars, various other things. So there's a lot of cool stuff. I'll try to screen share a couple of things. I'm not going to screen share everything. I'll grab the Superman one that you wanted to show. What else? I like to show some Marvel statue.
Yeah, show some Marvel. Be fair. Show a little bit of everything.
All right. So
I am wait. I am the only one that thinks Super Mario Brothers was cinematic masterpiece. What? Cinematic masterpiece? You know they were drunk on the set most of the time, right? John Leguizamo and the guy that played Mario both admitted they drank heavily while they did this.
What? You'd have to.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh my God. I would watch it. I mean, it's not like it would hurt me to watch it. I could watch it, no problem. But, I mean, a masterpiece? I love John Leguizamo, but a masterpiece?
That's okay. I liked Bob Hoskins too. I mean, he played Mario, but come on.
SM Down. I don't want you to think. I like the movie. I like it. I would watch it. No problem. I like it, but I would never call it a cinematic masterpiece. But I liked it. Personal preference. I like it. Definite. But I would not. I couldn't call it a masterpiece. People would laugh me out of. Brant would laugh me off the live show if I said, "Hey, it's a masterpiece, Brant."
I liked it too, but I mean, Dennis Hopper is it's just no.
Going to Kotobukiya.
We don't need to ever revisit that.
No.
Yeah. Got some on the screen here.
Yeah, I love. Now the ones that are out already are all the ones at the bottom. I love the Bizarro. It's something I'd love to grab that. The Sinestro, I would love to have that as well. Lex Luthor, I can live without Sinestro. Lex Luthor.
What about Grodd?
What?
That's Grodd, right?
Grodd? I would like Grodd. Grodd looks nice.
Are you? Is there a delay? Are you having a hard time hearing?
Say that again.
Are you having a hard time hearing me?
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, a little tiny bit on my end.
It's probably because I'm loading all these images and it's slowing down my computer.
Okay. Yeah, because I can hear you fine now.
Okay. Pulling up another one. I'm just going to show one more. Sorry, guys, but it's like taking a toll on my computer.
Ninja Turtles was a definite good movie. That was good. The 91 movie, the first live-action Turtles.
The first one, yeah.
Now you want to talk masterpiece. That was a masterpiece.
Although I prefer the second April.
I like the second one. Wait, what? The second
April. The second actress that played April.
Not Megan Fox.
Oh. Huh? No, from the second and third movies.
Okay, yeah. I can live with that. Don't say Megan Fox. Never.
No, I didn't care as much for the actress that played April in the first movie. That's all.
There it is.
There you go.
Look at that base. Just look at. I love that they put that S symbol touch. Oh, and look at John and Crypto. That's coming out in December. That is a Christmas present right there that I'm asking for 100%. Michael's reading Red Hood and the Outlaws Roll. He does reviews of that on Frontline. Oh, but that Kodo. What about you, Brian? Any Kodos that you like?
I really like those, and I like there's a Miss Marvel statue that they showed. I thought looked really cool. I'm not keeping things right. There's a
It's at the top of the page. I remember that picture was at the top of the page.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to share it because it's like the page is barely even loading for me.
Okay, so. It has to be the site. Yeah, the site runs really slow sometimes. It's slowing you down, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I closed it out. But yeah, I like that one. And there was a cool Spider-Gwen where she's like crouched down. I thought it was really cool.
Chris Olson, what's up, Senior? I never saw the whole third movie. I watched it. It's definitely the lowest of the three, but I still enjoyed it.
Really?
I liked it. I like the samurai aspect.
No, you think it's the lowest? I think 2 is the lowest.
I think in order of the movies, the first one goes number 1. The second one I gave number 2 because it was a perfect sequel. What I didn't like was in number 2 as opposed to number 3. In number 2, ironically, they wanted to make it more child-friendly. So the opening scene, instead of using their weapons, they would use like the stuff they saw in the mall. And if you notice throughout the movie, they had the weapons, but they rarely ever used them. That would be the only reason why I'd push 2 to 3 and 3 to 2, because on 3 they realized they messed up with 2, so they let them use the weapons again.
Not the inclusion of Super Shredder and Vanilla Ice. That's not what did it for you. It's the not using the weapons.
Oh, I go back to Vanilla Ice and Nash being Super Shredder.
Yeah.
And Super Shredder's lifespan was a 2-minute clip on the movie. He was big, bashed down and died.
Yeah, and the poor, second-rate Bebop and Rocksteady they tried to use with the Wolf and the Turtle or whatever they were.
Oh, but it was so cute.
They were dumb. That movie. Yeah, come on.
I love how you like they were.
What?
You laugh, you smile, and you just go, they were just dumb.
Aren't you so dumb?
Oh, God. It was 90s. What did you want?
The first to the third movie. That's the third one. It's traveling in time, so you get a little hokey there. But they felt more in character to me, and it's more interesting. Yeah, Kevin Nash. Nash was Super Shredder. Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. Look at the credits. The credits say his name. That was awesome, though, that he played Shredder. I mean, he could put that in his resume.
Yeah.
Along with the only good Punisher movie.
Yeah. I like that.
The only good Punisher movie. That was. Now, Netflix, I'm not comparing, but Punisher movie-wise, that was the best one.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I liked it. I like Thomas Jane as Punisher, actually.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So, what else? We skipped around this poor list so much.
I think there's only 2 more things. There's the...
And they're both ironically Netflix.
Well, then 3 things. Oh. There's the Dark Knight's Metal thing.
Oh, right. I thought we talked about it because we kind of touched on it a little bit.
We kind of touched on it. They released this image, and again, I don't have the image right now, but it shows all these different versions of Batman, and basically the story of Dark Knight Metal, as we know it now, is the Dark Multiverse is coming to invade, and the only way to stop it is with Nth Metal, and the first wave of this is going to be these different dark Batman trying to pull the darkest spheres of Batman out, and that's kind of where all these characters come from. So that's where it's headed.
Play off of the darkest. It's going to be the darkest fears of the Justice League, like what he's worried about with the Justice League.
Right. Like here's an example. What if Batman experimented with the Doomsday virus to prevent Superman's death, and that infected all of Metropolis? Stuff like that. So it's a bunch of Elseworlds Batmans attacking Batman, basically. Batman. What's the plural of Batman?
Here we go.
What?
Let me see if I can.
Oh, you're trying to screen share the image?
I got it. There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
So you got Superman, Doomsday, Aquaman or Aquawoman, Green Lantern, Flash.
Yep.
Is that Superman? Maybe that's not Superman. That might be somebody else.
Might be. I don't know.
Let's see if that's small.
Unless this is Wonder Woman. Because I don't think any of these are supposed to be Batman. So this could be Wonder Woman, that could be Superman, that could be just the Doomsday virus.
Right. Yeah, probably. So, I don't know. It's weird because the stuff leading up to Dark Knight Metal, as you guys, if you watch Frontline Live, I've been enjoying it. But this actual part of it, I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. So it's really weird that way for me. So I'll just have to see how it goes. But
I agree. I'm going to it's a miniseries, right?
Yeah, it's a miniseries, but it's leading into this whole Dark Matter line, which is where that Terrific series comes in.
Oh, Roll says top left is Cyborg. So the Doomsday is Superman, and that's Cyborg.
Okay.
Makes sense. I figured with the arc reactor-esque thing, it had to have been Cyborg. That's true. I'll read the miniseries, but I probably will not. I'm not going to get into the Dark Matter universe.
It'll depend on the titles and the creators on those titles.
Right.
So we don't know a whole lot yet. So the other thing was Defenders, which they had a panel today, but they didn't really say much. So I don't know.
Yeah, we're doing it. It's shot. We did it. It's coming out.
Exactly. They talked about some of the relationships and how where Colleen Wing is at the point of this and all that stuff. They also talked about Iron Fist. Iron Fist has been renewed for a season 2, and Misty Knight is actually going to be in. I know I'm still in your thunder. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Okay, nice. Okay.
I'm just happy we got Iron Fist 2, baby.
So Misty Knight's going to be in there with Colleen Wing. So you're going to have Iron Fist and the Daughters of the Dragon, which I think is awesome. That's going to be really fun. And, going back to Defenders, it's very soon. It's like in a month. It comes out in a month, 8 episodes. And that's where you're going to see us next after this weekend, because we're going to do what we did with Iron Fist Season 1. Huh?
No.
Oh. That's one of the places you'll see us next after this weekend. Sorry, I forgot about a show in between those. But you'll see us come back for our live viewing of those 8 episodes over a 3-night period. So it'll be all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be doing the same thing we did for Iron Fist, so you guys can join us and watch along with us as we watch Defenders.
Please watch with us. We had a great time doing Iron Fist, and I think that's just going to be our thing from now on, is the Marvel Netflix series.
Yeah, because Punisher's coming too. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm watching. Michael will be like upside down.
You got to bring Michael in,
Yeah.
For that one, for sure. So is there anything else you wanted to talk about from today?
I just want to really touch on Netflix. I'm really happy that Iron Fist got a season 2. I was really, really worried about it because apparently that was the one that kind of had that split audience. Either you really liked it or you really hated it. Everything else kind of was either good or, Luke Cage, everybody said it the same. It started off great and then it went downhill. So I was worried because all of Iron Fist was all criticized from beginning to end.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a little worried. Iron Fist season 1 was, in my opinion, was not good. See, there you go. Luke Cage was good for the first. Wow. I swear to God, I did not read Rawls' comment until I saw you reply. I didn't even realize that. But that's really what people have been definitively saying is Luke Cage half was no good. Iron Fist did not like the whole thing. I really liked it. I thought there was a lot of great action in Iron Fist. I feel like there was a lot of controversy that surrounded it. That was the problem. And before the show came out, a lot of people were dogging on it already.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Alan's making fun.
It was. Brant did not fall asleep. He lived through it.
Yeah, it was episode 8, man. Come on, that episode was brutal. I think that was. It was 7 or 8. Yeah.
It was 8. It was brutal. It was a brutally boring episode
of Iron Fist.
I'm so happy we get a second chance with Iron Fist. I want people to stop being angry that Iron Fist is white. I hate to break it to all of you, but Danny's white. He was white.
Why are you even bringing that back up?
People are still bringing it up.
Well, then they need to stop.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. People need to stop doing that and focus on Iron Fist. I like Jessica Jones better than every other show. I disagree. Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. Jessica Jones was good. I like the Purple Man, but
Jessica Jones for me, and I've said this on every show that we've talked about it. Jessica Jones for me, it was like the first few episodes were really good. The last few episodes were really good. The middle was slow, plotting, and boring for me. And I actually stopped right there, and I had to go back to it like months later to finish it.
I don't know. I guess Jesse says they chose Finn Jones. I'm guessing you know Finn Jones from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah. I don't watch Game of Thrones. So the fact that I don't know who he is, I did not know who he was, he fit in like a glove in my opinion, especially with the beard and everything. I saw him without the beard. I saw a picture of him on Game of Thrones. If he was clean shaven, he'd look way too young. But I think he fit in good. I mean, could they have gotten somebody else? I'm sure, but I wouldn't have forsaken the series because of him.
Yeah. I think Kenneth Crawley's right. You either love it or you hate it, and that we loved it. So there you go.
Oh yeah. I think it's good also that it has the most controversy because as Vince McMahon would say, controversy equals cash. And I think that Iron Fist brought a lot of cash for its controversy. So that's why we get into season 2. So keep on doing that controversy because we're going to get more seasons then.
Best Marvel show is Legion, which I'm glad is getting more episodes.
I disagree with that 1,000%. I do not like Legion whatsoever.
Yeah, I disagree too. And we actually talked about this on last night's show. Lisa, she really likes Legion. I can't. I got through 2 episodes and I was like, no, you're finishing that on your own.
I don't like the comic. I don't like the character. I don't like the comic, and I knew I was not going to like the CTV.
I didn't like the comic, but I do like the character. I like the classic version of the character when he was first introduced. But that series was just I don't know. It was too slow for me, I think. It had some good thematic qualities to it, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Jesse respects my opinion. Thank you, Jesse. I hope that season 2 is better, though. I really do want Iron Fist to be liked by everybody. Unfortunately, I know that Finn Jones will be Iron Fist again, which is what you don't like. I hope that the season overshadows him as Iron Fist so you can really enjoy it.
Oh, there was one more thing because somebody, Kenneth Crawley Jr. just said, but I'm looking forward to The Gifted on Fox, and the trailer that came out today looked great. One thing I wanted to mention about The Gifted was they came out today and said that it is not connected to the X-Men universe of the movies, not even tied to it. And I think Legion's the same way. Both of them are just their own thing. But it's weird though, because now you have from Fox, because FX is a Fox network. From Fox, you have 3 different X-Men universes simultaneously. It's okay. Yeah, whatever.
and Raul, it's not. We're not saying things to be opposite of you, honestly, man. I never liked the Legion character, so I don't want you to feel bad that
Oh, absolutely. I respect your opinion. I'm glad you like it. That's cool.
It's good because that
do. Yeah.
Right. So that's why it's coming back for season 2. Me personally, it's the character in and of itself that him, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, these are all characters that I could care less when it comes to the movies because I don't like the characters in the comics. And this is a TV show. I didn't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. either. I didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Even Ghost Rider did not bring me into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And if that wasn't going to bring me in, nothing was going to bring me in.
Yeah, see, it's weird here on Comic Frontline. I'm the only Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. person that's crazy for it. Everybody else is like, I remember when we all tried to watch the first episode, even I think we did a Media Madness on it or something, or something similar. And we all tried to watch it, and everybody was like bragging on it. And I was sitting there loving it, eating it up, and I kept with it, and everybody else fell off of it and came back later on. And it's funny because I've stuck with it and really enjoyed it. So even among us, I just real quick, even among us, even among us, we have our differences of opinions, and we respect each other's opinions. So it's cool.
There is a bad delay because I said yeah, and it took you a moment to get yeah.
I know. I'm gonna go out. Well, Yeah, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay, really quick now. Oh, Brevin, I so agree with you. Ghost in a Shell, I didn't even watch that movie. As far as Ghostbusters, that movie I did not watch because I knew it was going to be a fail. And guess what? I was right. I mean, I agree. Again, we're all 100% agree. I'm glad you're not mad. It's just me personally, out of me and Brant, or Brant and I should say the proper English. I am comics, video games, collectibles, and stuff like that. Brant is comics, video games, movies, and TV. So Brant is kind of more, when it comes to movies and TV, you got to go with his opinion more than mine because he does a lot more of the TV and movies. For me, it takes a lot to get me to do anything. I've watched Iron Fist, Chris and Brant. I'll watch Defenders because we're going to do it for Chris and Brant. I've watched all the other Netflix series because I think we did most of them for Chris and Brant. And one of them I did to catch up for Iron Fist and Defenders.
Yeah.
So other than those, and also I like the fact that I can watch it whenever the hell I want. That's a huge plus. TV, it's scheduled. I'm not the right person to go to when it comes to TV and movies. I can give you can't take my opinion to heart. The only reason why you could take my John Cena opinion to heart is because I watched wrestling when John Cena first debuted and when he went through wrestling, and I did not like the man because he's annoying as hell. But that's beside the point as far as movies and stuff. That's him, Brant, all Brant.
The thing you have to understand about Chris, everybody, is he has a very short attention span.
I have the shortest attention span when it comes to movies. When it comes to video games and my thumbs get to do most of the work, hell yeah, I've got attention for days.
See, that's what I'm saying, though. Just sitting there and taking something in, you have no patience for it. And so I understand that about you. That's fine. We're so different in that way because I could sit there and watch 6, 7 episodes of the show in a row. And I love something I love to do. So we're totally different that way. But that's cool.
That's why
aggravating, but cool.
And that's why the Chris and Brant show works, because Brant is all the things I don't like. And I'm the opposite also. Wow, that is some deep. I don't hate the man. The man is a wonderful person. John Cena is a big-hearted person who's done way more than anyone for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That man dedicated his life to Make-A-Wish Foundation. He has done a lot of good. Period. The man. The man is an amazing dude. But like Hulk Hogan, there's a time to step away from wrestling. Hulk Hogan didn't do that, and we all know what happened to Hulk Hogan. John Cena needs to know when it's done and to hang it up.
But, I mean, honestly, he's still, whether you hate him or love him, he's still the biggest, strong WWE. Brevin, Cat is at San Diego Comic-Con. Just to answer that real quick. But, you know, he's still like, he's my age. He can still go. He's not.
Oh, he can still go. It's just the fact is they hand him things instead of make him earn it like all the other wrestlers. That's the part that makes me annoyed.
Maybe, but I think he's earned a little bit of that, honestly. It's just, I don't enjoy him as much, you know, as I used to when he first came on the scene. He was a lot more, he was a lot more fun and entertaining now. And now he's like one note. He's just, you know, Mr. USA, fight for freedom. I'm the modern day Hulk Hogan and cartoony, and it doesn't fit with the current product. That's what I have a problem with. It doesn't fit.
Right, and the only problem I have with John Cena, and I saw something about Hulk Hogan, I'll check that in a moment. The only thing I have with issue, and everybody who knows wrestling knows it's all planned out. The problem I have is John Cena will come back, he'll want a belt, regardless, the U.S., World, Universal, and he'll get it. And he'll get it the easiest way, and then he'll lose it. Now, Hulk Hogan got kicked away from wrestling and weight. I think he will. Yeah, he'll be back. Oh, yeah. He has earned already because of past the. He hasn't. No wrestler, not a one, other than The Undertaker of WrestleMania, has earned the right to literally walk back into wrestling and get a title shot and win in one pay-per-view.
See, okay. On one hand, like realistically, I agree with you. But on the other hand, they know he draws money. Plain and simple. That's all there is. I mean, because
he brings in the hate because he's got the same theme as Kurt Angle.
Yeah. So I mean, he is what he is. He's polarizing. You either love him or you hate him, whatever. But I'm like you.
I truly don't care about him. That's my point. But when you get people that love him and they're just so, I don't even know what the right word is, but when people literally want to throw him in front of everything and it's like, dude, he's just one dude. He's one man. What about all the other wrestlers? I mean, you've got what do you call it? Oh God, what is his name? I had it. AJ Styles. You've got Samoa Joe that's moved up. You've got Randy Orton. Randy Orton's another one that needs to hang it up soon, I think. He's really a one-hit wonder also every now and then.
Really? I like Randy. I've always liked Randy Orton.
What he's doing now, I like. What he's doing now, I like. I did not like what he did with Bray Wyatt. That whole thing kind of threw me off. But now I do. I know that Jesse hates Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he goes out and he brings in a show. He has a show. The Hardys. Now that's another thing. See, now I'm gonna defend my word here. The Hardys came back, and the night they came back, they won the belts. The Dudleys came back, and they never won the belt, and then they left.
Well,
favoritism.
It is favoritism, but at the same time, you got to take into consideration that the Hardys built a huge name for themselves in the Indies with that whole broken thing, and that's where they're headed again. You know it because all right, you're not watching right now, but they lost the titles and they have not won a single match since. They keep losing to everybody, and they keep kind of teasing this whole broken thing. And there was like this lawsuit of who owns it, whether it's Impact, TNA, or the Hardys, and I think that's what it's heading to. They're going to do that, some version of that gimmick.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason why I kind of fell out of wrestling. No one
furry coat guy.
Orton that earned the same place Cena has. He is in the Triple H HBK category, definitely. Oh, definitely. I would definitely say he's in the same category as Triple H and HBK, John Cena. He's definitely made his mark to be legendary. There's no argument from me there. He's definitely in the same category as them, The Rock, Stone Cold. He'll definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when he's done, I would not be surprised if that very year he gets put into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He is set for the Hall of Fame. There's no argument from me on that. He definitely has earned his stripes.
He's one of those guys that's going to be in the Hall of Fame and still wrestle. He's one of those.
Probably. Yeah, definitely, probably. They'll put him and come back.
I like what Jesse said. What about furry coat guy from Cruiserweight? He's talking about Austin Aries. A double.
Mm-hmm.
That just left his contract. Yeah, he walked away. Which, I kind of, on one hand, I don't blame him because they stuck him in 205 Live and just left him there. Made him a Cruiserweight. But at the same time, Samoa Joe had to pay his WWE dues in NXT for a year and a half before they brought him up. Austin Aries needed to be more patient, in my opinion.
And if you think about it, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles were on the same level, but AJ Styles just debuted at Royal Rumble 2 years ago.
Well, AJ Styles also negotiated a better deal for himself, and more power to him for it. So
this is true. So that's the wrestling portion of the Christian Retro. They can't. Oh yeah, I know they can't get the broken image. That's why they can't do it. Impact claims they own it, even though the Hardys created it.
Yeah, no, I know that's the reason, but I think they're going to figure a way around that.
Oh, sure. There's always a way around it. I mean, the Hardys and Impact Wrestling, they're going to have their dispute for a while because they created a lot of stuff on their own. I remember it was on Matt Hardy's channel.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned that his wife did a lot of the picture work, a lot of the video work, and never got credit, got paid for it. Well,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think they'll do a version of it, not exactly the same thing. Obviously WWE is not going to let them go that far with it anyway.
No, I personally think John Cena could make the Hall of Fame next WrestleMania, and that would be warranted. John Cena could make any Hall of Fame any time from now on, and basically, yeah. Wow.
I'll tell you after. Okay.
That funny?
Huh?
Is it that funny?
It's something from Lisa. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
She's watching, apparently.
Oh, God. WWE does the same thing. People claim they create gimmicks, but WWE gets to keep it. Just Cody, right?
Yeah.
I hope Fandango goes into the Hall of Fame. Not serious.
Thank goodness.
But no, John Cena going into the Hall of Fame anytime now. I mean, I feel like more and more he's leaving and staying away longer. I mean, he came back to WrestleMania to win his match just to propose to his wife, his current wife, or to propose to his girlfriend at the time. I don't see much more out of the wrestling career of John Cena. I see him doing a lot of other things like he's been doing. What show does he have now, Brant? He does have a show.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I think it's on Fox.
Yeah.
Some kind of reality show, one of those, some kind of challenge thing. Training challenge kind of thing. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
But so he's got a lot of other things he's got going on. He pulled a Hulk Hogan. He got good warrants, and now he's doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll come back as GM or something. I could see that, too. I can see John Cena doing that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. He is actually younger than me. That makes me sad. Huh?
How old is he?
He's my age, but he's a month younger.
Oh my God! For 1 month, 30 days, dude. 30 days. He was still a baby.
I know. No, I'm just saying he's a lot more successful. I was joking. I was making a joke. It's cool.
We here at Comic Frontline and the Chris and Brant Show are not petty in any way. We do not feel.
No, not at all. That's funny. I was trying to look up the name of the show and I can't find it. Oh well.
Yeah. But John Cena's a great person. I won't take that away from him, and he still does really great work. A lot of kids. He means a lot. He's Hulk Hogan of this era. He truly is. The kids look up to him, and I definitely I appreciate that. But acting skills, and I feel like I wouldn't care if he got the belt if he fought for it a little more. I mean, you don't have to give it to him in one pay-per-view.
That's
give it an
American Grid. Sorry.
Called American Grid. Gotcha. He'll be back. He wants Flair. Oh, that's right. He wants to beat Flair's record. So he'll be. See, but now S him down.
Didn't he tie it already?
He tied it. Now he wants to break it.
He is back, though. He's fighting Rusev in a flag match tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Sunday.
Oh, that's just lovely. But anyway, let him earn it. Let him stick around for a couple of months and earn that belt shot and win the belt. Then I'm completely cool. If you just let him win against Rusev or lose against Rusev and then go for the belt, and then the next pay-per-view, he broke Ric Flair's record, candy falling from the ceiling, I'm not going to like that. That's garbage. Yeah. Let him fight for it. Let there be a good storyline. Not just, here's John Cena, here you go.
Yeah.
All yours.
He
earned it? Yes. He earned it? Yes. But for God's sakes, give him a story where he fights for it.
Are you done? I just have to say one thing about him.
Yes.
This past week on SmackDown, promoting the pay-per-view this Sunday, which is Battleground, he basically compared his battle with Rusev to every victory America has ever won.
Oh, my God.
Every war, everything. He was like, that flag has flown high, and this Sunday it will fly high. It's like, dude, come on. There's such a thing as overselling.
And if he loses now, there's a such thing as you really screwed up that promo bad if you lose.
Oh, it was just so over the top, I swear. But that's John Cena.
I expect that. I get what you're saying. It's just the rules are different for different people. Superstars don't live by the same rules as none of the superstars.
Yeah.
It's true. There's a hierarchy in backstage, and I learned a lot about I hated it. I really, truly wish I never did learn about it because it ruined wrestling a bit for me. I learned about backstage politics when I joined a wrestling group that my friend wanted me to moderate. Space of all places back then. And it ruined wrestling for me, knowing that there was that hierarchy, that there was backstage politics. It really did because, you want to enjoy the show. You want to enjoy the characters and the stories. And you don't want to think about all the political BS that goes on. backstage with Vince and oh, we like him more, or he gets us more money, so push him. Do what we got to do. Let him get a belt. You don't want to think about that. You just want to think, I want the good guy to win, or if you like the bad guys, I want the bad guys to win. Shoot, when it was WCW and I was a kid, I wanted to see the NWO get their asses handed to them every single week.
Okay, we got to stop this topic because I don't want to argue with SM Down much more. But John Cena's the best talker in the WWE. What?
The Rock. What? I agree. The Rock, I agree.
Paul Heyman, I agree. Paul Heyman's really good, but John Cena.
That's like saying Roman Reigns is a good talker in the WWE.
Oh, he's better than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Listen, a dog is better than Roman Reigns. He barks and it's done.
Bad.
He goes, and you know what he means, and he's done. Roman Reigns, I don't know what the hell he's saying half the time anymore. Believe that. You better believe that.
Anyway, that's been our sidetrack into wrestling here.
I think backstage politics exists everywhere. Superstars can. People open up restaurants for them and get meals for free. That's true. Still talking about still talking about Johnson. His name should be banned for live chat.
I agree at this point.
No, this is the end.
Yeah.
As far as wrestling in general, though, I've been keeping up with it a little bit. I'm glad Samoa Joe is really getting a good push, though. I don't know how you feel about that, Brant, but I'm glad he's getting a good push.
I love that match with Brock Lesnar. Even though he lost, I love the match. I thought it was really good, and it was good for both of them.
It's going to be a fatal four-way. You know that. SummerSlam, big event, it's going to be a fatal four-way.
Yeah. Either way, I like it. So.
Oh, yeah. So that's wrestling. That does not belong in SDCC in any way, but
no.
Damn it, Shazam. Damn it to hell. So that's the show.
That's what we got to call it. We got to call it SDCC Day 2 Recap. And John Cena. No.
And his name is... Oh, God. I want to put that as like a text thing now every time I get a text.
His name is John Cena. I'm Shazam, and my name is John Cena.
Raul, the only reason we're doing wrestling at this point is because we've done all of the SDCC news for today. So, Brant, do you want to tell people what's going on tomorrow that probably will be highlighted for Day 3?
Sure. Let's see. Okay. There's going to be a DC Justice for All panel, so if anything comes out of that, we'll talk about it. There's an Archie Comics panel. We'll be touching on that. Stranger Things I'll probably talk about because I absolutely love the first season, and they have a panel.
I might check it out.
Yeah. Actually, all the DC TV panels are tomorrow. Supergirl, Legends, Black Lightning, Flash, all those are tomorrow. Arrow. There's a Marvel Studios panel, so we'll be talking about a bunch of media stuff, which means Chris will be quiet a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if there's a whole lot of comic stuff beyond that. I know Boom Studios.
Yeah, it's San Diego. It's mostly – see, this is the thing. I think the Chris and Brant show will be more beneficial for me at New York because that's comics. This is all movies and TV.
It's mostly – there's some other comic stuff too that I hadn't marked down. Wildstorm has their panel.
Is tomorrow? There should be 2 tomorrow. The Kevin Eastman, TMNT. And,
yeah, that one's tomorrow.
Okay.
And IDW, TMNT, Summer of Turtles. That one's tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and there's a DC Essential. So there's going to be some comic stuff mixed in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then Sunday they're going to go out with a whimper, I believe, because I looked.
There's Marvel Resurrection is Sunday.
That's true.
Let's see if there's anything from DC. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing is Resurrection from Sunday.
SM Down thought we were at San Diego. Nah, man, I wish we were, but we are recapping all the news.
Is that why people were asking where Cat's at? Because they thought we were there too?
Yeah, no, we aren't in California, man.
I wish.
On the East Coast.
I'm not on the East Coast, but I'm not in California either.
Yeah, I wish. I'm sure we would. I mean, if they invited us Shoot, I'd be there with Bell. I'd even review the media stuff if they invited me. If they invited me, I'll go to media all day long.
Yeah. No,
But,
we couldn't make it there, so we thought we would just cover the news for Comic Frontline.
Right, exactly. And it is some interesting news. This is stuff that interests us, and I think everybody who is watching, except the wrestling stuff, which we do apologize for. But Brant is a wrestling fan, and I was a wrestling fan, so I'm taking a break. I've taken a break after WrestleMania.
I will be watching Battleground Sunday, so I watch it all.
Michael is not going to his friend's house, so he'll probably end up watching it on his phone or something. And yes, I understand, Raul. They are. He said tickets are a bitch to get even if you're in California. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Harder than New York.
Yeah. But
all right.
No, Kat's doing good stuff there. She live tweeted the Young Justice panel today. You want to follow her on Twitter? She's doing some live blogging over on Newsarama tomorrow. So go follow her.
Chris, why don't you watch Game of Thrones?
Chris doesn't watch TV.
Thank you.
That's all you need to know.
My older brother is watching Game of Thrones, and he's promoted so much of it to me. He's like, it's really good.
I love it.
I personally am 7 years behind now.
That's true.
If I'm going to catch up on anything, it would probably be Supernatural, because I liked Supernatural. Yeah. Game of Thrones for me just.
I binged Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. No, you first, because this is a question that was asked to us.
Okay. I was just going to say, as far as Game of Thrones, I had seen the first 4 seasons, but Lisa hadn't. So we binged the entire 6 seasons this summer. And now we're watching it current. First time I've been current since season 3, so I'm happy. Nice. I'll be watching that Sunday as well. Go ahead.
Now, first of all, thank you, Jesse, for promoting Frontline and Kat's coverage of SDCC. We really appreciate that. And then we were asked by Raul, what are your predictions for tomorrow's panels for Marvel and DC?
Go ahead.
From DC, I think we're not really going to get too much more. I think it's going to be a lot of what they're doing on TV and probably the Justice League. We might get more on the Justice League movie a little bit. I don't think comic-wise we're going to get anything because we already know what's happening. You got the Doomsday Clock. That news is already dropped. There's no events going on right now. Everything's kind of moving at its own pace. Would I like to see like little hints, couple more hints for Watchmen versus DCU? Sure. I don't think we'll get it this year. Marvel, I hope we get a little bit more with Secret Empire. Secret Empire, what's going to go on during Legacy.
We do have the Cup of Joe panel, which is Joe Quesada's panel. So I'm sure he'll talk about stuff there. But honestly, I think tomorrow's going to be the media day. I think it's going to be media heavy. Like I said, all the DC TV panels, the Marvel Studios panel, all that stuff is going on. So that's going to be the focus. I think today was the more comic side of things. Right.
See, that's the thing, and you got to just, and we've come to kind of understand that SDCC is the movies and the TV stuff. Because think about it. Right now we're in July. September's right around the corner. They're going to want to push everything that they're going to be doing on TV into this convention. They're going to want to really promote it. And then you get to New York in October, and it's like, okay, well, everything's on TV right now, so you can promote what's already on TV, but then you got the comic stuff. What's going to happen next year? New York has heavier comic stuff, if that makes sense. San Diego, it's in California, Hollywood. Of course, they're going to cover a lot more TV and media stuff, my opinion.
Right.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So what about you, Brant? What about you with DC and Marvel?
Well, I think I pretty much said that. I think it's going to be mostly the media stuff. You talk about Marvel, they're going to be talking about their upcoming movies. I don't think there's going to be any real announcements from that. I think they're just going to be kind of hyping and promoting like Black Panther and Thor and all that stuff. With DC, they're going to be talking about next season for all the shows, which begin in October. That's going to be the focus, and it's like, there's not really much to say about that either. They've already revealed who the villains are for all the shows and all that stuff. So I just see like a lot of
trailers.
Yeah, a lot of trailers, a lot of footage, that kind of stuff.
Now, going back to the comments, and then I'm going to probably cut off the comments after all of this. SM down, but Supernatural will take you forever. Game of Thrones you can binge in 2 weeks. 2 reasons why I wouldn't be able to binge it in 2 weeks. Number one, I like Supernatural, so it taking forever would be a forever enjoyment. I don't care about Game of Thrones, so that 2 weeks would be like 2 years. If I wanted to watch if I really wanted to watch Game of Thrones, if I really heard enough of, like, if I really got deep into it, I would watch it. I'll tell you one movie that I'm interested in because of my older brother, Dark Tower. That movie I'm interested in. Even though they miscasted the main character, I'm very interested in Dark Tower by Stephen King, the movie.
Yeah. No, I know. I just held it.
So, no, that's why I would watch Supernatural before Game of Thrones. There's nothing that interests me about Game of Thrones. I'd be like, oh man, I'm going to binge the whole 7 seasons. Supernatural, I like the characters and the stories.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, honestly, I don't think is your thing anyway.
You don't think it would be my thing?
I mean, you may surprise me, but it's a more slow build kind of thing. I mean, there's some action and stuff like that, but it's not action oriented. It's more about the drama, more about the relationships and the politics of battling for the throne and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, see that doesn't interest me with the politics and garbage. I just want some kicking some ghost ass.
I mean, there's a lot of killing. There's a lot of killing and a lot of other stuff. A lot of nudity.
I did. When you mentioned you were watching Game of Thrones, I actually went in and I actually did like people do like a recap of the big moments in each season. So I looked at the big recap for season 1 and I was like,
yeah, see, it's like with something like Lord of the Rings, which I know you do like.
Oh yeah.
That's got a more epic kind of fantasy feel to it, where this is more like medieval England. You know what I'm saying? It's just not quite on the. I mean, it's good. I love it. I think it's fantastic. But I know the kind of stuff that you do like to watch when you do watch, and I personally don't think it's your thing. But you can prove me wrong.
I don't think so either, and that's why I'd watch Supernatural over Game of Thrones, regardless how long it would take me. I'd enjoy it as opposed to not enjoying it, doing it just to do it. And then Roll said, I agree. Today was more comic news. We won't get more comic news until New York Comic Con. Definitely. Maybe a little bit more, but not anything super groundbreaking. Holy moly! Yeah, I agree. Today was comics, tomorrow all movies, TV. SDCC is more media. JLS says Avenger trailer ? Or teaser. I hope.
What is it now?
Avengers, the movie. Infinite War.
Oh, Infinity War. Yeah, we might see a teaser for that.
I would like that.
That would be cool.
I can't wait for Aquaman, for the Aquaman sizzle reel.
Yeah.
Star Wars is in tight spot with SDCC for news. That's true because Star Wars will be coming out from the D23. JLS, that's I don't see why not have already released. Is a Thinking Man show with figuring out the puzzle on Guardians of the Galaxy. Chris, if you want an action...
Game of Thrones, not Guardians of the Galaxy. He's still on Game of Thrones. GOT.
Oh, GOT. I said GO and it... Freudian slip. We're talking about comics. Yeah, no, I'm not into that. Chris, if you want an action nonstop show, watch Banshee on Cinemax. That was nonstop action. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
I love that people are just constantly trying to convince you to watch TV.
I've
been trying for how many years have we known each other?
Let me put it this way. Brant has been trying so much that there's a Patreon goal where if you get to a certain if we make enough money, you guys will be able to recommend a TV show or a movie for me to watch once a month. If you are so hard up, SM down on making me watch these things, what's the tier? I don't even know what the tier is.
Know.
Go on our
show me the money is what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have to be. Honestly, it's not even about the money. I'm not into it. But I mean, if people are so wanting me to do it that they're willing to pay, I'll do it.
But see, that's the thing. That's the even funnier is because when that idea was pitched to Chris, he was like, "No, I don't care how much they pay. I'm still not watching it." Because
I really don't like being forced to do stuff because then I'm not going to enjoy it even more. SM Down said, "How much?" Look, I'll tell you what. I have a donate button on my channel. You give me a money offer I can't refuse, and we'll talk. But I can refuse a lot of money. So unless you're rich or willing to really shell out, I would just say wait.
I swear, if you do watch Game of Thrones,
Brevin said how much? Brevin said how much now too.
Wow, we got to figure this out now. If you do watch it, I have I have to watch you watch it. $500, done.
Wow! Wait a minute! Time out. Don't pay $500. Now wait, I need to know this. I gotta know. We got Brevin. Me and you gotta talk. Yeah. Are you are seriously willing? I want to get this straight. You're willing to give me $500 to watch a single, or all right, $500, 5 episodes of a TV show or an entire movie. $500? SM down, do I hear 6?
Really?
I just want to know if we can get a bid going here. What do you think of One Piece and Hunter x Hunter? Hunter x Hunter I like. One Piece I love. One Piece I love it. I'm far behind, but I love it. $500? I don't think you're serious, Brevin. I'd have to see the money to believe you. Brant, you don't think this is serious, right?
I don't know. I don't know, Brevin. Brevin could be serious.
If Brevin is rich, Brevin, you could be my next best friend, baby. $500 a movie. I'm pretty sure he means the series. The whole series? Oh, no. I could buy the series for $500. I can't watch the whole Game of Thrones series.
It's only 61 episodes at this point.
Only 61 episodes? Oh, boy. $1,000.
10 episodes a season.
$1,000. $1,000 and I'll watch the whole series of Game of Thrones. Whether I like it or hate it, I'll watch the whole series. $1,000, you get the whole series. I'll even, Chris and Brant show the season finale and premieres of every season to prove that I'm watching it.
Wow.
That's 7 shows at least. That's 7 shows at least. Season 1 and 2, end of 1, beginning of 2, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Okay, so it's 5 shows, but still. And I'll watch everything.
There will be 8 seasons in total.
Okay, so there you go. I'll do 6 shows with Brad. $1,000. The whole Game of Thrones.
Whole series, nonstop live show at the same time? No.
No. I don't think any. Listen.
He's wanting to double up with somebody. This is awesome.
And it comes to my pocket. I want it to come to my pocket. No, don't get the money back. This is my time that I'm spending watching the series. Love it or hate it. You have to be willing to put that money down and say, this is for you to watch. I will do it for $1,000. But you gotta, it has to be 1,000. So the both of you have to get together, get these 2 500s together, and donate it through my PayPal to me and say, Game of Thrones, you're on. And I will do it for $1,000. I'll do the 6 shows, and I'll watch the rest off air. I'm not doing the whole series on air, not 61 episodes. There's no way I could live stream it. But while I'm home, I'll take time out to watch it. But I'm telling you guys, if you're going to do it now, because once I start streaming on Twitch and stuff, it's going to take even longer for those 6 shows, because I'm not going to change my Twitch schedule to watch a show series that Brant already knows I'm not going to like for $1,000.
You could surprise me. Your brother thinks you'll like it, so who knows?
That's true. But again, my time, especially for 61 plus episodes, is very valuable. $1,000 barely touches it, but I'll do it for $1,000.
YouTube max time is 8 hours per stream.
Exactly.
There you go.
Not happen. It won't happen. It will be the premieres and finales of each season as I get to them. But I will do it. I never go back on a word. I will do
I'll be there with you, because I got to watch you watch this if this happens.
All 8 seasons, I will. Well, the premiere of season 8 is the end. That's the cutoff. I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to do all the Game of Thrones up till now, right now, which would be season 8's premiere, and that's it for $1,000. Once a day. There's no way. I do not have the time to do a live show that's 61 days. That's 2 months. And I can't. We have Frontline live on Tuesdays and Dark Avenger live on Fridays. And the weekends also I'm busy, so can't do an episode a day. You have to take my word that I'm watching episodes 2 through to the episode before season finale. I will watch premiere and finale as we go.
People joining. Hey, you got $500, man?
Oh my God! If I go on my PayPal one day and see $1,000. And I got to make a video saying I'm going to be doing these 6 shows, I'm going to be going nuts. But I'm not watching all of it on air. Premieres, finales, with Brant. I'll have to give Brant a cut, but with Brant, I will do it. But that's
no big deal
all.
For me, it'll be my third watching.
For that $1,000, you get me to talk about the season before we get to the finale. And then I'll talk about what I think's coming for the premiere. And then again, same thing. I'll talk about the previous season before the finale, and then the premiere, and then what I think is going to happen. 6 shows worth for $1,000.
I will make one request. If this happens, if somehow this happens, there is an episode in. Oh, I can't remember what season it is. There's one episode that I think it's the episode before the finale. I want you to watch that one live.
Okay.
We'll see your reaction.
We'll do all 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Or if it's not, it doesn't have to be Game of Thrones. I'm just throwing this out there. It doesn't have to be Game of Thrones. It could be anything. It could. I mean, I won't take 1,000 for a movie. 500 is more than enough for a movie. But 1,000 is for I'm talking Game of Thrones because it's 8 seasons.
I think 500 would be excessive for a movie. But
a free pizza, I'll watch 1 episode because I'll probably. Oh no, how long are the episodes on Game of Thrones?
An hour.
An hour? I'll probably watch 2 episodes and I'll be done with the whole pizza. You know, everybody wants me to watch Game of Thrones, Brant. I'm about to take the $500 and say, let's do a Chris and Brant show watching the first 3 episodes of season 1 live.
That's fine.
Who's willing to pay $500 and I'll watch the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones next weekend with Brant?
Next weekend? What is next weekend?
I'm going to check, actually. Before I open my mouth, hold on, don't say anything.
Make sure.
The 28th, 29th, and 30th.
Okay. I think that's okay.
It's
the following weekend that I'm not.
Okay. So next weekend or 3 weeks from now, if anybody wants to give $600 because I'm going to give Brant, we got to split it 3 and 3. $600 for me and Brant. We will do 4 episodes. The first 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. And if we like it, we'll do another show for free. If I don't like it, then you have to if you want to keep it going, you got to pay for my abuse.
Do I get a free pizza too? I mean,
and a free pizza from Jesse. And Jesse, if you want, you could come on the show.
I'm gonna look at worst TV shows.
The worst TV shows, man. Hey, look, but you know what? What am I complaining for? I'm getting money to do it. What the hell do I care? That's fine.
I tried to tell you that.
I'm fine. You know what? No, not 600. It's 500 and a pizza. But then what about Brant? How are we going to split?
It's 502 pizzas. We're in different locations. I got to get a free pizza too, man. Come on.
The pizza's only $20. Get out of here. $600, 2 free pizzas. Take it or leave it. 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. That's 4 hours of our lives. That's 4 hours of our lives that we will never get back. 600, 2 free pizzas. I'll tell you what. I don't need a pizza. You can get me Taco Bell. And you can get Brant pizza. 600. And a dinner.
I'll take that deal.
And I'll do it. 4 episodes. 4 hours of our lives.
I give Chris $1,000 for a pizza. Okay.
I can make a good pizza.
I'll make a pizza.
I will tell everybody they are not allowed to bug me all of Saturday. I will do 4 hours of a stream. 4 hours. 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. $600 so I can give Brant some money. A pizza is less than $20. You can buy one. I ain't going to no 7-Eleven crappy pizza.
We talking Domino's or something, man. Come on.
Domino's. $5.99. If you buy 2 or more pizzas, it's $5.99. Right. freaking 7-Eleven. I'll take a $5.99 pizza from Domino's, $600. Take it or leave it. That is what I'm looking at. I will look at my PayPal.
I can't believe we're negotiating pizza and money to watch Game of Thrones. What is this show become?
I don't know. Look, Brant. I'm going to put this camera on me. I was ending the show. I was the end. I was done. I was ready to leave 32 minutes ago. But then somebody said in the comments, I will give you $500.
Really?
I said, for what? And then we got into this debate. It's $600, $300 for me, $300 for Brant. 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. The dinner is optional. I don't even care about the dinner. $600 for mine and Brant's time. I'll do my own thing.
Come on, Jesse. Frozen pizza bites.
You get the whole bag. I don't care. That's fine for me. Hey, look, if you're going to give me free, I'll take that.
I'll take the Taco Bell, too. That's fine. I eat Taco Bell a lot.
Yeah. You got a whole... Hey, how many episodes does Fox show Dad?
American Dad? I don't know.
American Dad, I've watched that whole series, so that wouldn't hurt me to watch again, honestly.
I think you'd have to pay me to watch that one.
No, we split it just like I'm splitting. Hey, I'm being fair. I'm splitting Game of Thrones, so you guys we'll split American Dad.
This is amazing. I agree. This is amazing.
Listen. I'm gonna only say this one more time, and then I'm gonna stop. Not Frontline. On my channel, Dark Avenger C86, there's a donate button. You can click the donate button and send the money. Do not send a message with the money because then they'll tax you. You send me the money with your name, and then you email me. You email me who you are and how much you gave and what it's for, and we'll do it. If not, the conversation's done and over with, and I go on with my life, you go on with your life, you save $500, I save 4 hours of my life.
How much to watch every movie John Cena has ever been in, Chris?
How many movies have John Cena been in?
I don't know.
There's the one that Randy Orton took over.
There's the Marine. There's 12 Rounds.
The
Trainwreck.
The Fred movie.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The Fred movie doesn't count because he only makes a guest appearance.
Whataburger? No, I don't like Whataburger, Jesse. I've had it many times.
I'll tell you what. It's probably a handful of movies. You give me a weekend, 1,200, 600 for me, 600 over 6.
Over 6.
1,550.
Dude, you gotta think about the comparison here. You got 60 plus hours of Game of Thrones, where these movies, even if it's 6 movies, that's still only what 12, 13, 15 hours.
1,000 even. 1,000 even, just like Game of Thrones. 1,000 even. I'll do 1,000. But you don't have that, and I don't have that time, so let's stop playing around and having. I mean, I'm having a ball doing this, just fun.
Oh, it's hilarious. You guys are making me hungry, though.
I know, right? It is. In all seriousness, I know that my donate button is not going to get pushed in the next 3 weeks with this money, so not starting if it was in 2 seconds.
You're basically saying any movie he's been in, even if it's 2 seconds long, it counts.
No, because what am I going to watch that for? Now, that makes no sense. If it's a movie he starred in, fine. I'm not watching the Fred movie because he was in a refrigerator for 5 minutes of the movie. I'll watch that 5 minutes if you'll YouTube me the video clip, but I'm not watching the whole movie. I'll watch his part in the movie. How much to watch Titanic? There is no amount of money on this planet to get me to watch Titanic.
Really?
No amount.
Wow.
I mean, there might be an amount, but I don't think anybody would pay it.
The amount would sink the Titanic.
Right. The amount would pay for my trip to Disney World. Probably. So, Titanic, you put a good dollar amount in my donate button, but let's be real.
I'll watch it.
Huh?
I'll watch it.
Brant will watch it, so offer Brant the money. He has a donate button, too. What's up, Prince Kyle? What's going on? People are trying to bribe me to watch movies. Do you want to know how it ends? I know how it ends. come back, come back. Everybody's made a joke about that for years. Never let me go, Rose. And she lets him go.
Exactly.
And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean where she goes metaphorically when she dies. So basically heaven for her is to live on the Titanic for all of eternity.
It's better if you play it backwards.
Sort of.
Yeah, in a way. Then he's coming up from the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, he's Aquaman.
Oh.
But yeah.
I think, yeah.
My donate button's never going to get pushed. I know I'm going to have a zero balance for the rest of my life as far as movies. As far as movies, I'm hoping one day somebody will donate money. But as far as these movies and these thousands of $500, it's never going to happen. So I'm going to end this. This is funny, but I'm done.
Prove him wrong. Because I want to see this happen now.
$1,000 for Game of Thrones? I don't see it happening.
Oh.
500 to watch a movie or something I see happening. 1,000?
On the flip side, you want to pay me to watch some anime?
You don't have to pay me to watch anime. I watch.
You have to pay me to watch anime. That's the beauty of it.
The end was stupid because the real end was old. Exactly. A diamond off the boat.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Oh,
How much to watch Twilight?
I'm going to go with that last one. I will say this. I like the commercial where she jumps back in the ocean and grabs it to sell. That commercial was the best.
Right. I think we need to wrap this thing up.
Yes, I'm on you. Do the song. Please hurry up.
Okay.
Somebody off is like,
sure. Catch me as I'm yawning. All right, so as we wrap up the show, exactly. We should say we'll be back tomorrow night live again.
Yes, we will.
You guys can join us and try to bribe Chris some more.
Not happening anymore. This is the end. This was for fun. I'm done. I don't want to hear anything until I see something in my PayPal.
All right. So we'll revisit all that tomorrow. Anyway, so I'm Brant. He's Chris. We just put on a show you couldn't miss.
Oh, God, you could not miss this one.
He said Cowabunga. I said, Yo, Joe. Farewell from the Chris and Brant Show.
He got an ending. Woo! Perfect. Yeah. Keep it. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.